can I say this?
Yeah, go. Sorry,
for anyone who is watching this and
I just took my nose ring out.
And they're like, ooh, wow, this is a little much. I want to encourage you to be a little much. Because this is love, this is family, and this is what we want. We want each other to trust each other. Mm-hmm. Because if I was like I was with my own daughter here, it's like, oh, you can't do that. Bible toting, judging, all that kind of stuff.
Throw the Bible on me.
But what I'm saying is that we lost a lot of years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's us versus them, who you think gon' win?
Hey, you, welcome back to
Now That We're Grown.
As you can see, we have our first guest on the pod.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please join the Now That We're Grown tribe. Liking and commenting is what helps us get into the algorithm and lets YouTube know that this is enjoyable and viable content. Don't forget to also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And if you are new here, we start every episode off with an icebreaker. So before we do that, cheers to episode 16.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Stop trying to enjoy something that's supposed to have been done already. It just irritates me. And it's like, because, me being in a relationship and stuff like that, you got to give and take or whatever.
Right.
So I try my best. And even in those moments where it's like, I know in my mind, I'm like, I try to make sure I catch myself and don't be silent for too long. Because now, bitch, come Friday, we go out, we get drunk, and we come back in this motherfucker. Yeah. Now you just, the whole 25 minutes is like, Thursday, you was real silent.
Yeah.
It was real. Thursday, now today you're just, don't fake it ass out of here. But have you guys experienced that?
Yeah, I mean, as a woman, you be like, yeah.
I think I have too. Yeah.
I've definitely
all
right, come on.
Over with.
And you just start laying there like, okay, so am I finna cook dinner tonight or not?
Right. So, because
Did I send that email?
Right. Sometimes, especially when you've been, having sex with a person for so long,
There's a little bit of it.
I'm used to it.
More routine.
It's not like it doesn't feel good.
Right,
I don't have to make noise every time with you.
Right. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Have
you
you
just gotta
ever
be cautious
faked
with certain
orgasm?
people.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Yes.
In those moments where you're like, all right, come on, let's wrap this up.
But I learned my lesson. You can't always fake with everybody because some people, that just amp them up even more. Let me do it again.
Yeah, like
You ain't
pipe
done.
down. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Papa, we done. Come on, old man. Get away.
Well, Helen, how did you enjoy Now That We're Grown?
It was a little much.
Okay, that's fair.
But I love my family and it was cool.
Okay,
Yeah. It was cool. Just to be upfront, honest, not holding back. Now that we're grown.
Yeah.
We can have those uncomfortable conversations.
Okay, so then, let me ask you this. Because I know sometimes I feel like, especially because I really want to grow our platform, right? And I want people to see the bond that, that we have. Like sometimes I feel like, am I too open with my kid? You know what I'm saying? Are we maybe not eliminating, but ignoring an audience? Or are we like not? I don't know what's the word I'm looking for.
The only people who we may not be reaching as an audience are the people who are sheltered liars.
Yeah.
Okay.
But someone did tell me, they was like, the things that you say in front of your mom and grandma, I would never, like me cussing and stuff. But I don't think people understand how long I waited to cuss in front of my mom and my grandparents, where every cuss word does have to have, every sentence does have a cuss word, because like, damn, shit, fuck. Like, it don't even make sense.
Yeah, like,
but that's how I look at it.
Yeah, like I'm wondering, have I gotten too liberal, right? Because there's that whole thing of like with Black people, like, oh, I've never cussed in front of my mom. I got too much respect for my mom. And I mean, and if I slip up, I'm always like, Mommy, I'm sorry. Because I don't want it to feel like I just feel so, you know what I'm saying?
But sometimes it's like, I respect you enough just to be me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, because if I'm not doing it, I'm being fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's just who I am. And the things that I heard tonight between all of us, they were just loving things that we wanted to share.
And we all done did it. And we're all different ages.
And we're all different ages. And it's not, it's respectful dialogue and disrespectful dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is respectful dialogue.
Yeah,
like we're family. We can share.
Yeah. Now sitting up here, you know, I pussy you and I like when he be hitting it. Like, that is going... Well, no, I guess we kind of went there a little bit, but still, I don't know. I feel that it makes
people have to understand. Like the people that know us understands that it was not always like this. So now that we can do this, like Bria and Alonda, Shemay, they seen when Ladessa was like, "Oh, you better not even say you like a boy," type of thing. So now, I got my shit cracked type of thing. You know, it's different. So for me, I don't see it as disrespect. I see it as growth because when we should have been having those conversations, we didn't. But, you know, we live and we learn. And now that we're here, we can have those conversations.
I feel like it depends. That, yes. And then it just also depends on the person. I feel like today, may she rest in peace, Mary Inez. I feel like even today, 2024, what's the date? 13th, 14th, 13th of June. Mary Inez would have got up. I'm not listening to this. There's, you know, it just depends on, but then again, because
I
we
don't
know.
think so. This new generation, she might have been right here.
But she's not, she's so much older than us three. I'm not engaging in that. Now, could probably her Inez and Debbie possibly have done it? But Mary's not having that conversation with all four of us.
That's
not an option.
Yeah.
And because we know that she's not having that conversation, we wouldn't have it around her.
Right.
True.
You know?
Right.
And this is no disrespect or shade to the cousins that were raised by her. Those people cussed in front of her because they didn't have respect for her. They loved her.
Right.
They respected her position, but just her respect as the elder. They didn't give a darn, which is why they disrespected her with the words that they would cuss her out and say all type of crazy stuff to her.
Right.
Wow. I could sit here and be like, I'm so sick of these fucking niggas. They get on my goddamn nerves. I will say that right now in front of my granny. Would I sit here and say, Helen, you get on my goddamn nerves, making me fucking sick? Hell no.
Absolutely.
I would never cuss at my grandmother.
That's
Never.
where I was going with
Will
that.
I cuss in front of her? And depending on the word, like if I drop a MF bomb, I'm sorry, Granny. Or, you know, depending on what I'm saying in the cuss word, I may still, I'm sorry.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know who you can do certain things in front of, and where you show your level of respect is if you will respect that. So, for example,
So when did you learn that with mommy? Because I feel like out of nowhere, it just was like...
That was different because I didn't start to grow and have respect for mommy in that type of manner, like I said on Brick's interview, until Bricky.
Yeah.
Because I just, you know, had my resentments for, you know, certain things, and just... I can honestly say, when I would disrespect mommy, it was intentional and on purpose. And sometimes it may have been random, because like, God damn, where the hell did this come from? Oh, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And I'm thinking about 2009. So, yeah. And is that fair? Is that right? Absolutely not. But that's where it's a little bit different. And then during those, those important years, I was with the old folks.
Yeah.
Instead of with mommy. So being with them and then having that level of resentment, I, in my brain, chose to look at mommy at that time from a perspective of more or less like, yeah, that's my mom. I know that's my mom, but that's more like my big sister.
Okay.
Versus having respect for her as a mom. And it took for me to end up having my own version of a big sister, aka Erica, when she was living with us, and then Bricky to realize, no, bitch, that's your mom.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to love you or be there for you like your mom. So you need to respect her as a mom, you know?
So do you think, dang, this is getting off topic, but do you think that plays a part in how you brought up Bricky, because you have changed your parenting ways since you had Bricky? Like at first, I mean, you weren't as hands-on, but now you're like, you're lying about this, like da 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 da.
Well, it's because I know she's getting older now. Well, before I literally took advantage of what I had in front of me. Like, but it's kind of like how mommy said earlier. Like, I wanted to have a baby so that way I can love them. But once I was not in the mood to love them, I'm going to drop them off. I make sure they're dressed, fed, and I'm taking them to Gigi's house, and I'm going to go on about my business and live my life. Well, I had that as an option, too. Whether she said yeah, Pete said yeah, if somebody say yeah, and this little girl say she want to stay, see you tomorrow. Maybe.
I sure wish I had that option.
You know, so that's.
I wish I had that option.
You
Because like they says he wants to stay the night, she'll be like, no, not tonight.
because I option it every single day. I'm not resting on that, but it's a lot trying to work and take care of that baby.
But yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I think that does come, like, now that you say that out loud, that does come with our parenting style. Because even with me, even though like my kids always had somewhere to go, when they're in my possession, it was full force. Like I had to do it, whatever the case may be, type of thing. And when they with somebody else, it's different, you know. But
yeah,
which I can say
I kind of have the luxury to drop them off, you know, as long as I let y'all know in advance, type of thing. But what I say for yesterday with Granny, no, because me be like, I'll be like, so what you think? She'd be like, I'll be like, well, she's just busy. She's not feeling good. What's wrong with her?
Well, because I literally said no, and then he went to Gigi and was like, well, Gigi already talked to my dad. I'm like, nigga, I said no. But I mean, what am I do? You know? I mean, yeah.
But you know, that little teeny tiny tear come out. I wanted to stay with you.
Yeah. No, you want to be on that damn phone.
You want to be on that phone.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm glad that you see it that way, because I definitely sometimes I don't cringe for us. I cringe because I wonder, you know, like I said, I want to grow this platform. I don't want to be fake. I want us to have these honest conversations.
Right.
But I don't want to eliminate an audience that should be able to see past the language and really see the bond and see how they can apply it to their own lives.
But I think with that,
no conservative people watching our stuff.
Well, no, not conservative.
I'm saying they'll be the only ones that will be like, oh, they are too comfortable with their mother. I would never turn this mess off. I do not subscribe to that. Them the only ones that would.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like the more we get into this and start telling more different stories, this, that, and that. Like, prime example, I was just saying, like, it has not always been this way. So for us to be on the couch, hee-hee-ha, and talking about having sex and getting our backs cracked is crazy. Because even still then, I'll be like, dang. Yeah. You really want to know what I was talking about? Like,
yeah.
And then another thing where I could honestly say this is something where both of you all, grandma, mommy, you guys could pat yourself on the back, even with the way that you all raised us and instilled in us to have a level of respect for you all. You guys make us feel comfortable to be like, well, I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I could talk. Yeah, when he did it like this too. You know, so you got like the fact that you guys make us feel that comfortable. Because trust me, if you all didn't make us feel that comfortable or laid the foundation of this is a open space, be careful kind of thing. If that was not the foundation that we had as women within our family, we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, but again, it wasn't until we were older. Like,
now that we're grown.
But if you think about it, I'm not going to say literally talking about, oh, I got my back broke. No 16-year-old should be telling their mom, my back broke. Now, if you lost your virginity, that is a conversation. But that is a part where mommy,
we didn't feel
because mommy had to grow.
Mommy didn't know I got cracked at 14.
No. I feel like, you know, it took mommy. Mommy had to grow. I feel like by the time No. Helen, no. Even Helen wasn't there by the time I lost my virginity. Maybe by the time you lost yours, Helen might have been someone. I lost my virginity and I'm sad. Kind of thing. But it still would have been, because Grandma wasn't nice to me when I told her I was pregnant. Grandma didn't talk to me for a whole 24 hours.
What?
Yeah. We didn't pray on the way to drop me off to the bus stop or nothing that day. I was sick. I didn't mean to, Granny. I didn't mean to. She walked away for like 10 minutes, came back. Well, come on, you gotta hurry up. You're gonna miss your bus. Got dressed, got in the car. She didn't say anything to me. We waited for my bus. My bus came. I got out the car, got on the bus. She didn't talk to me. I came home from school. Granny picked me up from the bus stop. Didn't say anything to me. Got to the house. Didn't say anything to me. Went to her computer room. And then Papa, I don't know where he was, but then he ended up walking through the garage door and was all like, hey, baby. How you feel? You hungry? Congratulations. Papa was just acting like, oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. So it's just like, this is so weird. But then the next day, Grandma was like super duper nice to me. You can sleep in the bed with us. Because the night before, I was going to tell Granny, and my plan, because Papa was out drinking, my plan was to, I'm going to get in the bed with her. We're going to cuddle while we're watching TV, and I'm going to just whisper in her ear.
You would have had a black eye.
But I'm like,
I remember when I found out I was pregnant with Isaiah. Mommy was the last to know.
I couldn't believe it myself. Like, I couldn't believe it myself that I was pregnant, because it was like,
you took comfort next level.
The first day I found out, I was laughing. Like, the moment when I tell you, I've pissed on a pregnancy stick before, and it's been one of those things where, let me put it over there, let me set a timer, let me go check in 5 minutes. Girl, I couldn't even pull it from under my vagina. The 2 lines was there. I'm like, but it was a dollar store pregnancy test where I had to use a little funnel thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, God, no, absolutely not. Then I try to call dude. He don't answer. I text him. He's like, send me a picture. I sent him a picture. He's like, you need to do a different test. So then we went, got another test, did it. Girl, same thing. I couldn't pull it from underneath there fast enough. The 2 lines was there. I'm like, this is a joke.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Each of my pregnancies,
This is
I
not
took
real.
like 5 pregnancy tests. Well, Sky only took 2. But Isaiah, I took multiple. Every brand. I was like, this shit can't be real.
The last one, no, absolutely not. 3 years of doing this with this, no, absolutely no. You're lying. And I'm about to move. You're lying. Like, I knew 7 days from my missed period I was pregnant. I literally knew a week. Like, my period's supposed to come this Monday.
Let me tell you how crazy it was with Sky.
And if it don't happen on Friday, I'm already knowing.
My period was supposed to be, because I found out November 14th. So my period was supposed to be the 12th. I go to Milwaukee that weekend. We do whatever we ever. I was like,
the weekend before or so was Halloween, and it was so funny. You called me in the day that you got pregnant. You called me, and you and him were in the same spot at his house.
No,
because you called me that day, like on some like, girl, you just did it type of thing. Because I think that was y'all's first time doing it after old girl or whatever. Like, you had been going down there sitting where I'm sitting. It was something because you called me, like,
yeah,
look where I'm at, kind of thing. And then literally 2 weeks later, this is after Halloween, like you said, November 14th. Here you go, girl, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
And literally in the same spot. I feel like you had the same fucking North Face on and everything.
No,
like,
because when we went to the Halloween party, we were in Chicago. So when I took that plan B, it was too late. My period was supposed to come that next day. I was like, I'm pregnant, because where has it been? Like, ever since I had Isaiah, my period clock. Like, I don't know the time that whole drop, but I know it's coming that day type of thing. It didn't come. I woke up the next day, and it's still, when you have sex, it can like make it come or whatever. It didn't come. was like, oh, I'm finna go to Walgreens. I went to Walgreens, got a pregnancy test. I went in the bathroom, took it. I went to him. He was asleep. I said, I'm pregnant. And then
the rest is history.
The rest is history.
This was fun.
The rest is
Thanks for coming on,
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll just say this and wrap it up. But where we are now, it took the same amount of time for me and my mom to get there because I wasn't able to voice. There wasn't room for me to share the things. So it's definitely a full circle moment.
I don't
really
remember,
is.
but wasn't it like an incident had happened? You were scared to go to Granny, but then you went in her room and was all like, will you be my best friend? And girl was all like, yeah, I'll be your best friend.
But still, I mean, yeah, just because she came across, well, she was such an authoritarian. I hope I'm using that word correctly.
Yeah.
But so I needed to break the ice, but I still didn't start divulging the things that I was challenged with, or being able to have real conversations with her until probably when I got with your dad.
Yeah.
Where
and then it was already too late.
Well, no, once I was able to see her as a woman and understand why she went through some of the things that she went through, it all made sense. Well, I can relate now, and it eliminated all of my resentment and my thinking like, oh, she's so dumb. Why she putting up with that? Why she doing?
See,
that's what I'm saying.
That's another topic for another hand, because that's like with you and Lay, like.
We'll do that another day because I'm.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh, they want to wrap it up because I'm talking about that. But no, like, no, not in that way. No, I'm just saying, like, because I see it and I be like, that's not what y'all taught me. Like, if I was doing what y'all would do, y'all would be getting on me. So in my head, like when y'all go through stuff, I'd be like, y'all would kill me if I was doing that. So that's where it doesn't make sense to me. Like, that's the part I have not been able to do.
Skylar is going to help you understand.
Yeah. I mean,
and not even to say like nothing crazy or traumatic
but,
that like something that's like
that,
that, but just
hold on for a second. Sometimes this is just my personal feeling. Sometimes you come across way too judgmental because the fact that Skylar is even here.
Well, you want to know who she gets that from?
Who?
You.
No,
You used to be.
I understand.
Really
she got that from me.
Hello.
Yeah.
But I don't even think I'm judgmental because I support y'all when y'all do it. But it's just
like judgy.
Yeah, but
which is why certain things mommy can't come to you about.
But the fact, the idea that you come across as if you have zero toleration for anything. That's just because right now, because you're free and clear of the things that you were no longer tolerating. But the fact that Skylar is even here
is diabolical. That's the new word everybody say? But, yeah, it's that. Because let's just give them the time frame. We started talking back in, I'm gonna just say April. I ain't gonna say April. And by November I was pregnant.
Yeah, but it's been this roller coaster of you receiving disrespect, and then going back, and then going disrespect, and then going back, or you disrespecting each other. However, so
you said it right.
You have a long-standing history of this with one particular person. We just have been in different situations,
right?
And I think that's the part that you don't really take into account. Because you just have this one lifelong experience, not lifelong, but
traumatic.
So
lifelong.
you know what I'm saying. So it's those reasons why I'll talk to Lay first, because I'm like, nigga, you got a whole baby full of disrespect. But anyway, y'all.
I do.
But anyway,
but not no more.
Yeah, can I say this?
Yeah, go. I'm sorry,
for anyone who is watching this and
I just took my nose ring out.
And they're like, "Ooh, wow, this is a little much." I want to encourage you to be a little much. Because this is love, this is family. And this is what we want. We want each other to trust each other. Because if I was like I was with my own daughter here, it's like, oh, you can't do that. Bible toting, judging, all that kind of stuff.
Throw the Bible on me.
Because But what I'm saying is that we lost a lot of years.
Yeah,
you know
that
what I'm
is
saying?
true.
We lost a lot of years with that. Oh, I'm so better than I don't want you to do this, and I don't want you to do that, and.
But it has helped us though. Like, even though like in the moment we didn't appreciate y'all being strict. But my mama saying, no, you could do this shit on your own. You got it. You don't need no man. Like, you see me doing it. I am able to be where I am today. So, like I was saying, when they hurt, I'd be like, dang, like y'all tell me not to. So now it's hurting me because you telling me you doing something you telling me not to do. Like, don't tolerate this. Don't tolerate. Well, why are you?
Yeah.
And that's just my thing as a person, because even in my career, I want to know the why. And sometimes there's no why. You can't.
Right.
But that just, with me, that comes with still having to experience stuff as well, because you're going to see, I think we talked about this like offline or on the last episode, is you tolerate certain things and you don't know why. It's just like, shit, I'm dealing with it. But y'all instilled enough things within us to be like, okay, I'm only gonna do with this so long. Okay, yeah, you had it. I could thug it out because Helen says it's okay. You guys, 47 years. And then year 5, you be like, fuck what Helen talking about. Like,
I tried.
Right.
Yeah, I tried. So even like the last situation, like I was always been quick to do. So that situation, I was like, I'm going to try because I know, I'm quick to leave. But I was like, so
being able
don't
to
beat yourself up. It's pros and cons to it.
Right.
And we made some mistakes, but we're not strung out on drugs. We don't depend on y'all for nothing. Like, we don't pay y'all our money, but if we had to, we will, outside of that. So y'all did the right things. And, like, everybody has changed for the better type of thing. Like, everybody has improved in different ways, so even though y'all say I'm judgmental, I don't think I am, because working in those schools have opened me up to...
No, you are, but it works for our family. Right. Your level of judgmental, like I have said to you, I've said to others, said to the internet, that even though you're my little sister, I still look up to you when it comes to certain things. Being able to stand firm in what the fuck I want and what I feel and what I believe, that is something to this day at 31 I still aspire to gain for myself. In a relationship and work and anything. And the fact that you can do that, I applaud it. Mommy had taught me, because before Fred, I was like a female gigolo. But mommy taught me how to protect my feelings. So in those 3 instances where I got my feelings hurt, because those were instances where I was trying to be a good woman to a bad man. And
that's the only time that I've gotten hurt, or I'm dealing with the hurt that I'm
when I finally tried to do right.
Like,
motherfucker, I tried to do right, and you want to motherfucker like that. But anyways, we done got offhand and all of that.
We
but
did.
Anyways, now that we're grown, we're able to be in this position. This just shows the growth, because I never thought I would sit on the couch and talk about sex with my grandma or my mom. Especially me, because I don't even like talk about sex for real. Like when we were younger, Lay and my friends used to always talk about it, and I'd be like, I don't want to talk about it, So that's just growth as a person too.
Right.
So
mommy was like that too.
But it's relationships.
It's more than just it's like Gigi said, it's more than the fact that we're talking about sex. It's the openness, it's the transparency, it's the honesty, and it's feeling comfortable with our own vulnerability.
Right. And I know that now, where we are now, you can say I want you to be able to say anything to me, because I know that it's out of love and not disrespect.
Right. Yeah, and
we're talking about this because we love each other, and it's okay.
Because in that moment, you could be like, no, like you just did, like, no, you're forgetting that you done dealt with it. I mean, not the same stuff, but you done tolerated bullshit from a nigga as well.
Right.
Because that is real. You're just looking at it because you didn't do A, B, C, D, but you did X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Just because it's not the same tolerance, you still tolerated some form of disrespect. So I think that's something big that me and Lay do with our kids. Like, I feel like some days it bites me in the butt with Isaiah, but like, just talking to them because kids just want to know why, you know, or understand.
That wasn't you? Why?
Okay. My kids are spitting images of me.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, join the Now That We're Grown tribe.
Yes, please.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, bye. Let us know if you want to be a guest on our show, because when y'all have to start paying to come on our show, it's going to be a different thing.
Forget that. Auntie Dad, Waka Flocka Mama, it got a whole reality TV show based around interviewing people. I already emailed her to be on the show. Flood her comments.
Yes, come on.
Yes.
Come on, Dad, at me.
Right.
All right.
TT Dad.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.